The Lion, the Camel, the Jackal, and the Crow. A tale of deception and loyalty from Tales of Wisdom. In the heart of a dense and wild jungle lived a powerful lion king named Madhotkata. Like many kings, he was not alone. By his side were his constant companions, a clever jackal, a cunning crow, and other creatures who formed his inner circle. Together they roamed the forest, each playing their part in the lion's court. One day, during one of their usual wanderings, they stumbled upon a peculiar creature, a camel clearly lost and separated from its caravan. Madhotkata paused and said, "This is an extraordinary animal. Go ask him where he comes from." Immediately the crow whispered, "Master, this animal is a camel from the village. He would make a fine meal. Let us kill him." But the lion, bound by the laws of honor, firmly replied, "No, I do not kill those who come to me as guests. Go, assure him that he is safe, and then bring him to me." The jackal and the crow approached the camel, assuring him of his safety under the lion's protection, and trusting their words, the camel followed them and bowed before Madhotkata. He introduced himself as Kratanaka and explained how he had lost his way in the desert and ended up alone in the forest. The lion, moved by his plight, said, "Stay here, Kratanaka. Do not return to that life of burden. Here you can live peacefully and graze on the emerald grass. I offer you safety." Grateful, the camel accepted and began living with them, unaware of the fate that would soon unfold. Time passed. One day, Madhotkata engaged in a brutal fight with a mad elephant. Though victorious, he was left gravely injured, unable to hunt. As his strength waned, so did the fortunes of his dependents, especially the jackal and the crow, who relied on him for food. Desperate, the lion said, "Find me an animal I can kill. Even in this weak state, we must all survive." The jungle, however, yielded nothing. No prey could be found. It was then that the jackal turned to the crow and whispered, "Why are we searching? The camel is right here, plump and trusting. He could feed us all." "But the master has promised to protect him," the crow reminded. "Leave that to me," the jackal smirked. "I'll persuade the master." He approached the lion and said, "Master, we found nothing. We are starving. If you don't eat soon, then you may not survive. Let us offer ourselves to you." Or let the camel offer himself. After all, it is no sin if he volunteers. The lion growled, "Shame on you! I gave him my word." But the jackal persisted, "Oh, we are all your servants. If you perish, we are nothing. As the saying goes, the head of the family must be protected at all costs, for he dies, the whole family suffers." Reluctantly, the lion nodded. "Do what you think is best." Returning to the group, the jackal told the others, "Our master is weak. Let us repay our debt by offering our own bodies. This is the path of loyalty." One by one, they went before the lion with sorrowful eyes. The crow stepped forward. "Master, we found nothing. Please eat me and live. For this sacrifice, I will earn heaven." The jackal interrupted, "Your body is too small, but your devotion is admirable." Then the jackal stepped forward. "Master, I offer myself. My death will keep you alive." The lion, loyal to his promise, refused both offers. Watching this, the camel thought, "They offered themselves and yet were not harmed. I too shall prove my devotion." So the camel approached and said, Master, they are of your kind. You cannot eat them. Eat me instead and stay alive. And the moment those words left his mouth, the lion pounced. The camel was killed and eaten. This tale, narrated by the wise Sanjeevaka in the Panchatantra, ends with a profound warning. Wicked people, though insignificant, live by deception. One way or another, they'll cause your downfall, just like the jackal and the crow did nothing to the trusting animal. Even a noble lion surrounded by the wrong advisors can be swayed towards betrayal, and there is no doubt about it. Someone has aroused his anger against me. That's why he speaks as he does. For, as they say, even soft water drops falling persistently on a rock wear it away. So, do continuous complaints against someone poison a man's mind? Ah, well, sighed Sanjeevaka. Tell me, as a friend, as things stand, what should I do? Damanaka replied solemnly, Better leave the country and go somewhere else. You should never serve someone like that. For they say, abandon a master who is unable to differentiate between good and bad, or immoral in his way. That's true, said Sanjeevaka, but even if I leave, the master is so angry he might still come after me, so I see no better choice than to stand and fight. When Damanaka heard this, he grew worried. He thought, the stubborn ox is set on fighting. If he harms the master, it will ruin everything for us. I need to convince him to leave peacefully. Then he said aloud, Friend, you may be right, but is it ever proper for a servant to fight his master? And more importantly, he who attacks an enemy without knowing his strength will be defeated, as the mighty sea was defeated by the tiny Titibha birds. How is that? Asked Sanjeevaka, and Damanaka began another tale. Thus one story flows into another, each a thread in the great tapestry of wisdom that is the Panchatantra. These stories aren't just fables, they're reflections of life, politics, and the human psyche, timeless, sharp, and deeply relevant. If you found value in this tale, subscribe to Tales of Wisdom for more timeless stories from the Panchatantra.